Okay, we're going to start with Mr. Keough.
It's so great to be here tonight. My name is Mark Keough, and my wife, Kim, is here with me. Kim, stand up so everybody can see you real fast. There we go. I'll try. Thank you for being here. I'm married, 4 children, 1 son, 3 son-in-laws, 3 grandkids, 2 dogs. Been in business over 26 years. Had the opportunity, when I retired from business, to become the pastor of a church, which now I'm the senior pastor of the Woodlands Bible Church. Also had the opportunity at the same time to run for public office. And sure enough, I became the pastor while at the same time I became state legislator. And in the end of my second session, I've been through 2018. I'm conservative, pro-life, pro-freedom of religion, pro-free speech. I'm pro-low taxes. I am pro all good things that Montgomery County needs. I will tell you that I believe we're a republic. We represent the people, and you'll see that tonight. Thank you.
My name is Craig Doyal. I'm proud to be here with you tonight. I'm glad to have my wife here with me tonight, Amy Wade, back there, my sister Janet. I am a 4th generation resident of Montgomery County. Graduate of Conroe High School, graduate of Texas A&M University. Got a little for you. Proud to tell you, I worked my way through college owning my own business, roofing business, that I worked at for many years, even after I started working with Commissioner Malcolm Purvis. Served as your county commissioner for 14 years here in the Magnolia area. Been county judge for the last 3 years. It's been an interesting ride. In the last 3 years, I've made 4 disaster declarations. I've been invalid, personal and public. Cut the tax rate last year by a penny. We cut our budget by 5.5%. Offered 20% homestead exemption this year. First time that's happened in Montgomery County's history. Put 53 new law enforcement positions in place. Funded our retirement plan at 89%. Put $15 million in the capital funds. We've done it to issue debt. Got a AAA credit rating. And we did all that for about $50 per person per month. I'm proud of the accomplishments I've made as your county judge and look forward to visiting with you more.
Are you in favor or against the 249 toll road and why?
Would you repeat that question? First of all, I am not anti-roads. I am not anti-getting from one place to the next because of the booming, bustling economy. I love small business. I love to see the growth. What my complaint about this particular road is who is paying for the road. It's difficult for me to accept the fact that our partners to the north, Grimes County, 1/20th of our size, 1/20th of our economy, gets a longer road that is put in at no charge and no tolls. The fact of the matter is, our county government went to Austin and lobbied for a toll road, and when the road, I believe, could have been built at no charge. Why is it that they have a free road and we're paying for ours through tolls, and that we're actually paying for at least 3.5 miles or 4.5 miles? I'm not quite sure how long the one section is here that comes up to Magnolia, but it's about 15 miles total. So again, I'm not against the roads. I'm not against transportation. We absolutely need it. If we're going to improve the quality of life around here, just as a show of hands, who here wants to sit for 15 minutes at an intersection while it begins to clear so that you can get out to the road to get down into Houston? Does anybody want to do that? Raise your hand. Of course not. We had a hard time getting here tonight. Kim and I just going down 1488. So we want to see that open. The real issue is that we lobbied in Austin and we went there and we said we wanted these toll roads, and I have a major problem with that. When Grimes County Commissioner's Court voted a particular way, to not do that, our court voted in favor of doing that, for whatever those reasons may be. I'm sure that one day we will know, because we hear one thing and then another. But I have to tell you, I want to see the people of Magnolia benefit from it, but I will tell you, if there's a toll road, the people of Magnolia are going to take it in the chin on that. They're the ones who are mostly going to use it, when it could have been, I believe, at no charge. Thank you.
Let me make it very clear, first of all, TxDOT told us that there would be no toll 249 without a toll component, period. There's no funding. As a matter of fact, Victor Vandegrift, Texas Highway Commissioner, was in our courtroom in the last commissioner's court session, said it probably wouldn't be built in our lifetime if we were waiting on TxDOT to pay for it. So for it to be a free road, that's a fantasy to think that. Now, why is Grimes County getting their section for free? Well, the tolls that TxDOT will generate on the portion where there's heavier traffic is what's paying for the section in Grimes County. Were it not for that, Grimes County wouldn't get anything at all. There would be no road. There would be no road in Montgomery County or Grimes County. We went and lobbied for the road. When TxDOT told us it would be tolled, period, we exercised primacy, which the state legislature gives to counties to take first option on building toll roads. In my opinion, if it's going to be tolled, and TxDOT told us absolutely it will be a toll road, period, it makes more sense for Montgomery County to operate that road and generate those revenues to be used on projects here than have any excess revenue that may be generated sent to the valley or to the Metroplex or any other part of the state. Now, do I like toll roads? No, I don't. But if the only option is a toll road, then we'll take that, because traffic in Magnolia is ridiculous. There's 138,000 people within a 5-mile radius of Magnolia trying to get to Houston. In the Woodlands, there's the Hardy Toll Road. Imagine what I-45 would be like without the Hardy Toll Road. Imagine, and take it even further than that. If you didn't even have I-45, all you had was the feeder roads of I-45. That's what's here in Magnolia right now. So people deserve an option. Do you have to take the toll road? No, certainly you don't. You can continue to use the free road that's there today. But the toll road gives you an option. How many people hate toll roads? How many people have a toll tag on their car? Because you like the option. It gives you that option. That's all this is about. It would be funded by revenue bonds, not taxpayer dollars. Don't let them fool you. Revenue bonds will be bought by investors and paid for by the revenues the toll road generates. Thank you.
Mark Doyal, this question is back to you. So what do you feel is your most important role as a leader in our county government?
Well, it's a multifaceted question. What's the most important role? It's making sure that we have a low tax rate that people can afford. I think about my mom and dad on a fixed income. I have a daughter that's a single mom. Amy and I pay taxes just like you. We want to keep the tax rate as low as possible. We want to meet the needs of this growing county. We're projected to be at 1 million people by 2035. If we're not doing everything we can do today to prepare for that, we're going to have a problem. That means building roads. That means putting new law enforcement positions in place. That means making sure that the infrastructure that is needed for this county to grow is in place. It means working with our first responders. One of the jobs of the county judge is being the director of emergency management. I can tell you, made 4 disaster declarations in the last 3 years because of my relationship with law enforcement, with the first responders in the fire department, with the Texas Department of Emergency Management. I can pick up the phone and call any of those guys anytime and get state resources here when we have a disaster declaration. So making sure that we're prepared not only for growth, but for emergency situations that occur each and every day. Providing leadership for this county to make sure that we provide good, strong department heads in the positions that we have open. We hired a new forensic pathologist that went down to Harris County and found a great person to take that position. We hired a new purchasing director recently. 30-year experienced individual from Fort Bend County. We brought to Montgomery County to bring that experience up here. We've worked hard with our animal shelter groups to try to find ways to make the animal shelter more efficient, more effective. It's been a challenge. There's not a lot of jobs that are easy as county judge, but it takes someone that can reach across and work with people from different areas. I think it's important that you recognize that the needs from people in Magnolia are different than the needs from people in the Woodlands, which are different than the needs from people in New Canaan, which are different than the Willows. Recognize that, reach out and work with individuals in different areas, different needs, is critically important. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I think that leadership has to do with the ability to lead. And one of the issues that we just finished talking about was this issue with tolls. In order to lead, you have to know what is the right thing to lead with, and you have to know the right information. You know, I like the fact that we have a road on the Beltway. I think it's awesome we have the Beltway. You know what? The people of Harris County voted for the Beltway.
That's right.
It wasn't for the they voted. Highway 99, that's a great road. Who here doesn't like to use Highway 99? The people of Harris County voted for that. We tried to vote on this road. We couldn't even get a vote. They wouldn't listen to us. This is a problem. Not to mention the person who is telling us that we can't do this unless it's a toll road. Do you know that he was just found out to be taking money as a lobbyist on the TxDOT money in order to get there and get back? So we're going to trust him. Leadership is about leadership. It's about trust. It's about transparency. It's about getting accurate information. If you could have a toll road and weren't told, wouldn't you want that? We were just told by our county judge, you just heard him and I heard him, that Montgomery County is going to pay for Grimes County toll road. What's that about? Wait a second. Our county has more prowess. We've already heard tonight that we're one of the fastest growing counties in the United States. Number 7 is what I heard, and what one of our commissioners recently told me. We have an opportunity to exercise some clout and leverage state and federal money to get this done without any of us having to spend any. Why is everybody so happy about a toll road when it doesn't necessarily have to be a toll road? I'm a state legislator. I talk to these people. I demanded a meeting with TxDOT. There's a different story here. Leadership is about leading. It's about leading with integrity.
Judge Doyle, would you like to have any 30-second rebuttal to that?
Yeah, I would. We went to Austin a number of times and asked the Texas Highway Commission. In fact, the last trip I made to Austin, I told them, if there is a way, if there is a possibility that you can fund this road, I will relinquish primacy. Our court, I'm sure, will relinquish primacy immediately. And they said it's just not going to happen. There's no way to fund it without a toll component. And again, to believe that there is just purely a fantasy. They've told us it's just not going to happen. So, it's either a toll facility or you can continue to fight the feeder roads that you're on right now. It's just that simple. Now, in the road, Grimes County wouldn't have a road, nor would we, had Tomball not come and ask us to go to the legislature and to the TxDOT and ask for that.
Right, Mr. Keough, as a county judge for all residents in Montgomery County, how will you work to have a cohesive community between all residents and county commissioners, regardless of the income and size of the individual precincts?
Thank you for that question. That is a great question. Because you know what? As soon as, there are good winners and bad winners and good losers and bad losers when it comes to all this stuff. And you know what I found is I can understand a bad loser. They lost, they have a little bit of an attitude. What I don't understand is people who are bad winners. There are some people that go around and they want to crush everybody that didn't vote for them once they didn't vote for them. My chief of staff and I, after I was elected to this position, we went around our area, our district. We went north. We talked to the sheriff department. We talked to the constable's department. We talked to the hospital district. We talked to over 200 people that summer. And we went to them with this attitude. We represent you. You maybe didn't vote for me, but you know what? I'm still your representative. God gave me 2 ears and 1 mouth. 2 ears to listen and 1 to talk. Tell me what's important to you. I had a number of people who didn't vote for me said, you know, Mark, we're going to be cautiously optimistic as you go to the legislature. And you know what? They were cautiously optimistic, and it was an awesome time. It was a great time. And I believe we have the capability of bringing Montgomery County together. When we talk about bringing people together, it's not about the Woodlands, it's not about Magnolia, it's not about New Caney or Splendora, it's not about Willis. We are Montgomery County. And I believe that we as a county can be the example to the state in transparency, in leadership, and probably even transcend beyond that. Because this contest between my opponent and I is a regional contest that has the entire attention of the entire state. When I'm in the legislature, I hear things like, what's going on over there in Montgomery County? And to be quite honest with you, that's one of the reasons that I'm running. What's going on? What are the issues over there that we have these issues? I'm just telling you what I'm hearing from these guys in the Texas House. That needs to change, and it can be done. We can't come together.
We're going to talk to a lot of the same people across the state. I don't hear those questions. Montgomery County is a great place. The only question that I get is what is going on with these blogs that are putting out a lot of fake news in Montgomery County. In the nation for a reason, because it's a great place to be. People aren't moving here because it's broken. coming here because this is a great place. I love Montgomery County. I grew up here. My kids have grown up here. I have grandkids here. I work with people from, there was resolutions passed by the city of Magnolia, the chamber, the school district, the ESD, law enforcement, asking us to go to Austin with the 249 partnership to talk about this toll road. That's what we did. When the bond issue failed in May, I sat down with some of the opposition along with Commissioner Ryder. We ironed out a better bond issue and got a bond issue passed so that we could address some of the needs that this community has. I've worked well with the constables and JPs and law enforcement and fire departments across this county. I served this county at HGAC. I was elected chairman of HGAC by all of the leaders across this region. Yeah, there are people watching to see what's happening in Montgomery County. They want to be like Montgomery County. I will tell you, there are counties. I serve on the Council of Urban Counties. I go to Austin once a quarter when the legislature's in session once a month, and I talk to commissioners and county judges from the 13 fastest or 13 largest, most populated counties. They look to us at times to see how are we accomplishing the things that we're accomplishing. And I'm proud of that fact. I'm proud of what we've been able to do. I'm proud of where we are, and I'm proud of where this county's going. I believe that the best days of Montgomery County are ahead of us. And I look forward to leading you through those in the next 4 years. Thank you.